Hey guys, so Kamala Harris has released her medical records. What do we know? So they give us her vital signs, her blood pressure, her pulse, her oxygen saturation, all that is normal. We know that her physical exam is normal. They tell us that her blood work is normal. They tell us she has allergies and chronic urticaria, which is the medical term for hives, and that those conditions are well controlled with immunotherapy, which is probably just allergy shots. They also tell us that she's up to date with her preventative health care, which means routine mammography. In her case, it's also colonoscopy, particularly because her mother died of colon cancer at the age of 70. So we have a reasonable idea of her health. And of course, they are calling for Trump to do the same. We know less about Trump's health. Even after the assassination attempt, his doctor, who is also a Republican congressman from Texas, said that his health was fine, and he reviewed the records from that admission. They also, at that point, his campaign said that his health was perfect, which is not a medical term. We do know from a prior report on Truth Social, his social platform, that he's up to date with his cancer and cardiovascular screening. We also know that he's had cognitive testing. Now, we don't know which cognitive tests he's had, but apparently his results were exceptional, which again, isn't how we usually score those tests. You either have a normal score or a below normal score. Unless your cognitive test is the SAT, you're not going to have an exceptional score. So unclear what's meant by that, but hopefully it means that his cognitive tests were normal. The bottom line is this is a hard job. It's probably the hardest job in the world. It's a job where you need to be able to perform physically and mentally on not a lot of sleep, long hours, a lot of stress. It's personal health information, but I think it's reasonable for this particular job. If you want the hardest job in the world, if you want to be the most powerful person in the world and you give up all those other aspects of your life and your privacy, it's probably reasonable that the norm, the expectation, is that people should have access, basic access to your medical records to ensure that you are healthy enough to do the job.